I'm about to show you the most
embarrassing room in my house.
Didn't want to do it. I had no plans to talk about it, but there was a bit of an elephant in the room when I made over this front door. So through this door is the garage, and you have to walk through this to get into my house. So walking this way through the garage takes you to this door, which takes you inside. Right on the other side of this is the hallway that I made over it. But as you can see, things are in a state of emergency. It's bad. It's really bad. So I think it is officially time to deal with this. This area of the garage has accumulated so many things from so many projects that I've been working on over the past 3 years of being in this house, and it just keeps getting worse and worse until one day you look at it and think, oh my God,
how did it get so bad?
This is embarrassing. Yeah. So let me further analyze why I think it's gotten so bad in here. Firstly, there is no organizational system happening here, so every time I've thought about organizing and cleaning up, I don't have a good place to put things. Nothing is organized in any way that would make sense, so it just seems impossible to clean up. Number 2, storage system solutions are really expensive, so every time I've thought about getting a bunch of bins and starting to organize, you're looking at a few $100s already in bins to even get you started. Please. And number 3, all of the options available are just not my taste. I don't find them aesthetically beautiful or inspiring to look at, and even when you look up garage organizational systems, you get sort of this Rubbermaid bin style, which I'm sure it works wonderful. It's just not inspiring for me. So why do I want to spend a ton of money on something I don't even like? That is a lose-lose combination. Do we see the problem here? Getting overwhelmed already, just thinking about this. So here is the challenge for myself. Clean up all of this, organize it in some sort of system that makes sense for my brain, and figure out some sort of beautiful storage solution for it all. It really shouldn't be that hard, should it? We just gotta get started. Let's get to work. Okay, I personally take responsibility for like most of this mess. When we first had this garage, we kind of used it as a multi-purpose space. If you're wondering what this is workout equipment that Austin uses. But when I moved out of the office, a lot of the tools and stuff came here. And like this was never really like a workshop. There was half as much stuff here. And like I need it all. I use it all. So I just don't think this space can be everything for everybody all the time. Sorry, Austin. Let me get his opinion. Because you have been asking me to clean up in here for so long. Mm-hmm. So I just don't think that we can do it all. So if you want me to clean up and make this a beautiful space, I just don't think that this sort of stuff can live here. Gotta go.
How are you gonna move it?
I don't know. Is it ice? Has it frozen?
Maybe. It might be frozen.
It was full of water. What if we make you like a really nice home gym setup somewhere else in the house that's not right here? You also have this beautiful setup. Uh-huh.
You gotta do a chin up in between each one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He on X Games mode.
Too much stuff.
Yeah. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing my take on a home gym. What if I'll let you design it.
Okay, it's right here and it looks just like this.
Oh, thanks. Well, a bit unclear if I got the go-ahead to relocate this stuff, but I just think it has to be that way. Where the heck does one even begin? I'm overwhelmed. Okay. Maybe we just start making piles? Ah! Okay. When I tell you this place also like does so much for us, we heat our house mostly by a wood stove. So it's the lumberjack chopping station. That's why there's bits of wood all over. There's so much scrap wood. I literally think I'm just picking stuff up and moving it around. Oh, a ruler. I've been looking for one of these, like an old school regular ruler. Thank you. The amount of actual... I threw this in this bin just now, pulled it back out, and was about to get excited about finding a ruler. I'm not the kind of person to be doing this. More drill bits. I don't know why there's like 4 specifically in this bag. Do you know why?
I was looking for that.
This exact bag? Okay, found it.
Thank you.
Can have it. Maybe if you could figure out how we take the water out of this.
Okay, just unhook the chain.
I just wish that I could talk to past me and ask, what were you trying to do with these things? I don't know why I do this, but I do. Am I okay to get rid of this, or is this instrumental to something I own?
I'm the trash man. I throw trash all over the ring.
Ow! Ow! Ugh! Oh, it just never ends. What are you? Oh my god. Sorry, lesson. It literally costs you money to be messy because you don't know that you already own the thing and then you buy more of it. Me, just now, with those screws. Ugh! I feel like I'm just moving stuff around and not making any progress.
Tuning into our bodies is a great way to overcome anxious thoughts and feelings. Becoming mindful of our breaths. Take a breath in and out.
Okay. Yesterday, I was simply getting overwhelmed. I was frustrated with the process. I felt like I was getting nowhere, which is how I knew it was time to stop, take a step away, and refocus, recenter myself, which is where we are this morning, and I am already feeling so much better. And this is a really good time to talk to you about today's sponsor, Headspace. Headspace is an expert-led guide to mental health, mindfulness, and meditation available on the web and through their app. So my relationship with meditation started years ago when I kept hearing people bring up how life-changing meditation could be. But since it just seemed so simple, I never really knew where to start or how to approach it. Like I'd hear people say, just meditate, it's so good for you. Just do it for a few minutes in the morning. But like, what is that really, you know? It's kind of like you show up to this really nice gym with all this really fancy equipment, which you know can help you, but no one's ever taught you how to use it or how to get the results you want from it, so you're kind of just lost. This is where Headspace comes in. It's that helpful guide you need if you don't know where to start with meditating or you just find it hard to stay present in your own practice. Headspace has a whole bunch of soundscapes to meditate to, which are so lovely. Like, listen to this one. Like I'm right there on the beach. But I'm not there yet in my practice where I can be left alone with just that because my mind is going to wander. So my favorite options in the app are the guided meditations, and a favorite of mine recently has been Tune Into Your Body. These meditations have soft, soothing voices that guide you through a meditation and give you something for your mind to focus on and to keep you there. Something I've also learned is that meditation is going to look different for everyone and is useful in a ton of different scenarios. So we don't only have to be cross-legged in our white linen pants at the yoga studio to feel these benefits. They have meditations for when you're on a walk, when you're commuting, and my personal favorite is their SOS series. These help talk you through a real-life problem, like a work crisis or even a nightmare. And I know you're not being honest if you're saying you've never had one of these as an adult. 5 days of Headspace reduces stress, and 10 days is proven to increase happiness. So if you're looking to reset or build more support into your year, you can try Headspace entirely for free for 60 days by using my link in the description box below or scanning this QR code right here on screen. That is 2 months of free access compared to the standard 2-week trial available on their site. Okay, my mind is clear. I think I have a game plan, so let's get back to work. Okay, so I think where I'm getting stuck is I've been working with 2 or 3 really big bins that I've just been tossing everything in, and that is not helping. It's not making me feel like I've sorted anything because I'm just moving stuff from one area to another area. So I think what's gonna work best for me is having a bunch of smaller bins so I can get really specific about what types of things are going in each one. So imagine this, a bin for the sandpaper, a bin for the paintbrushes, a bin for the random screws. I think that's what I need. But I've been doing some research and storage bins are so expensive, especially the fun, nice ones that I'm looking at. I've found these ones that come in the most beautiful colors, like this butter yellow is so nice, this lavender, this rich green is really nice, but $37 for one bin. And that's on sale, by the way. I'm thinking I'm going to need at least 25 of them. So if we do some quick math, that is almost $1,000 in bins. Like, I want this garage to be nice, but $1,000? Girl, there has to be a better way. I did what I do best and I went virtual thrifting and checked Marketplace. And turns out your standard milk crate is this exact same size and also comes in a variety of really fun colors. And surprisingly, there are so many on here for a very good price. This seller here in particular seems to have a ton of them in a variety of fun colors for $4 each. If you aren't thrifting your solutions, like, it's just the better way to go. So I have sent them a message. I'm gonna go today and pick up a bunch and hopefully we can get back to some more productive cleaning and sorting when I return. Let's go.
Have you ever started the weekend with big plans to get so much done, only to spend the whole time thinking about it instead of actually doing it?
Today, we're unpacking that feeling of, I just didn't do enough. Why is it that I'm always pulling things out of the snow for my projects and I never bring gloves? Okay, you guys ready to see this? Ta-da! Stack of milk crates that is quite literally taller than me for just over $100. I don't know that I'm gonna need this many, but I wanted to be prepared. I think it is time to lock in and get this place sorted. Let's get to work. Okay, good morning. So with that space totally cleared out now, I can't believe how much room there actually is. So now it's up to me to make sure that this zone just doesn't become a huge dumping pile all over again. So what I'm thinking is a very large shelf system on this back wall to house all of my crate storage. Now, when you look up garage shelving options, these are kind of the things that you tend to get. This one here on the right would be the right height, but I would need 2 of them to fill that whole wall, and that's gonna add up in price very quickly. So my plan is to go the DIY route, which is gonna save me a little bit of money and ideally get me closer to the kind of aesthetic I'm imagining anyways. Insert pictures on screen. This is what I'm thinking. So first step, head to the hardware store. Okay, let's get some plywood. I'm making my shelf out of 3/4 inch sanded plywood. You'll want something that's at least this thick for any large scale shelf that's gonna hold a lot of weight. I like to work smart and not hard when I can, so I'm having these sheets cut down to 12-inch wide boards at the store with their giant saw, which is gonna save me a lot of work. Because honestly, moving these heavy sheets that are so big by yourself is no joke. All right, here it is. All the plywood that I think I'm gonna need to build this entire shelf cut down into beautiful 12-inch wide boards. So now I have the task of chopping all of these down into smaller pieces to make all of the individual shelves and whatnot. I don't mind doing this task now that these are in much more manageable sizes that I can lift as a single individual person doing this project. I also just feel like the hardware store employee would not have wanted to make like 70 cuts for me. I don't know that for sure, but I have a feeling that there's a limit there, and I didn't want to test that too much as I'd like to go back to this hardware store in the future, so I don't know. That's a personal boundary that you have to decide on your own. how much you could ask for. Let me know if you get a really amazing answer one time, like you ask them for something ridiculous and they do it. Because I could use that information. Anyways, let's get to cutting these down. You know what's handy? I have all these milk crates, and so I might as well get good use out of them. Instant cutting table, I mean, yes. I was able to cut every piece I needed from just 4 sheets of plywood. I'll put my cut guide here on screen. If anyone wants to replicate this shelf, you can just pause and grab a screenshot. Hello? Oh my God. Do you see that? It's like haunted in here. Well, that was creepy. That was so weird. I really don't like that. Now, it's my opinion that you can do so much and make a ton of things with a very limited amount of tools. But if you're looking for a recommendation on one thing that you can add to your collection that you might not already have, that's going to make building a lot of things much, much easier, it would be this. This is called a pocket hole jig, and it makes the process of putting pocket holes into things so easy. Basically foolproof. And I'm about to use this on every single board that I've cut to put pocket holes in the ends of all of them. And we're gonna build this whole thing via pocket holes. Say pocket hole one more time. Pocket hole. I'll link this below for you so you know exactly the one I'm referring to. Do we see how fast and easy that was? Brilliant. Ta-da! 3 holes in the end of this board. And I'm gonna do that for all of them. I want to talk about value for a quick second because it is different for everyone. When I say building this shelf this way saved me over $500, that's valuable to me. But someone watching this might think, wow, that is a lot of time and work, and buying a shelf from the store and putting it together in under an hour is what's valuable to me. And that is totally fair. Not everything is gonna feel like it's worth the same thing to everyone. I'm just sharing what makes sense for me, which is saving money and getting the exact look and aesthetic that I want. You've got to do what's best for you. And even if you'd never build something like this yourself, I hope that you at least enjoy watching this process. So while yes, this doesn't look like the most stable thing yet, the beauty of this build is that the further I go along, the stronger and stronger and stronger it's gonna get. Every time I add another shelf and another board, it's just gonna get more square, more tight together, and more secure. Don't be nervous if at first it looks a little flimsy. Okay, now here's the tricky part though, is that I need to get this top piece on. This will be the hardest part. If I can get this top piece on, we'll be golden. Okay. Oh my God, this shelf is gonna be massive. I don't think I put it together in my head yet, the scale of this thing, until this very minute. But that was the hardest part, getting the frame together, and now it's just filling it in, which really shouldn't be that bad. Fingers crossed. There are 3 tall vertical pieces inside this shelf, and I'm using some of my cut smaller horizontal shelves to get the spacing of these perfect. The spacing on all of the smaller shelves is going to be exactly the same, but to eliminate the need to measure every single time, I cut 2 spacing guide pieces from scrap wood that are 12¼ inches tall. That's the exact height inside all of the shelves, so all I had to do was place my guides down, set the new shelf on top, and screw it into place. Then I could pull those guides out and repeat the process. Last one. Woo! Oh my gosh. That actually didn't take that long. And it looks incredible, but I can't step away from this until I do this one thing, because I gotta know. Oh my gosh. Are you impressed?
Wow.
Did I do that all by myself?
Yeah. Looks really good.
It's just a never-ending amount of snow. Snow, snow, snow. Every time I leave the house, it's snowing. Okay, I'm doing a very quick trip out to IKEA because there's this very specific style of cabinet lighting that I haven't been able to find anywhere else, and I know that IKEA used to sell it. I'm hoping they still do because I think it will be perfect for the top of the shelf. What is this? It is so cute. It's like a faceless little buddy that is also a lamp. Adorable. This isn't actually what I was thinking of, but it is very close. I hope they still have it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. It's basically like a puck light, but it has an arm that extends out so the light can point backwards at your shelves. It is always a good day when you find exactly what you need discounted instead in the as is section. Okay, we're back in the garage, and while I was out, Austin bolted this shelf to the wall with these large L brackets, so now there is zero chance of this thing moving or tipping over. So now, let's get these lights installed. Ooh! Yeah, the warm light is nice compared to this harsh garage lighting. Cute! Cute, cute. And now all that's left is the satisfying task of stocking this giant shelf. I'm adding a stepladder so I can easily reach the top shelves. And of course, Austin's art needs to come back too, as this is a shared space after all. This is quite honestly something that I should have done so long ago. And now that it's all clean and organized and there's actual walking space here, I just have this immense feeling of relief and it feels so good. And on that note about feeling good, if you're also looking to reset or just build more support into your year, here's your reminder to try Headspace. You can try it entirely for free for 60 days by using the link in the description or by scanning this very handy QR code that is right here on screen. That is 2 full months of free access compared to the standard 2-week trial you get on their site. And now since this wall is done and it is looking so fun, the wall behind me is feeling a little lackluster, and I'm kind of thinking I could use a real work surface here to do things with all of these tools that I've now organized. So what do you say we meet up again next week and I do a little fun workshop makeover? Are you down? Because I'm down. Okay, see you then. Bye guys.